Welcome to Toonheads. Tonight we look at the three faces of Tom and Jerry. Unlike other cartoon characters who were constantly being animated by several different cartoon directors simultaneously, Tom and Jerry had only 3 different groups of directors during their animation career. Each group directed the cat and mouse for a specific period of time. Bill Hanna and Joe Barbera created the characters in the early 1940s, and for 17 years, they were the only directors to work on Tom and Jerry cartoons. They won an amazing 7 Academy Awards for their cat and mouse. By 1961, the series was handed over to director Gene Deitch, who created 13 new Tom and Jerry cartoons over the next 2 years. Then, in 1963, MGM hired the legendary director Chuck Jones to animate new Tom and Jerry cartoons. Tonight, Toonheads looks at one cartoon from each director to see how character design and animation evolved over the 27-year career of Tom and Jerry. Hanna and Barbera set the standard for Tom and Jerry cartoons. Their character designs were clean and their comedic timing precise. They utilized shading and reflections to give their cartoons an almost 3-dimensional quality. First up tonight, the Hanna and Barbera cartoon, Mouse Trouble. In 1959, animation director Gene Deitch moved from New York City to Prague, Czechoslovakia. 2 years later, he took over the Tom and Jerry franchise for MGM. Unfortunately, Deitch was never given the $50,000 budgets that Hanna and Barbera received for each of their cat and mouse cartoons. With just 1/5 the budget, Deitch directed 13 new Tom and Jerry theatrical cartoons. The character designs were simplified, and the animation became much more flat and 2-dimensional. Despite his cost-cutting, Deitch had very little money left for audio. So the music and sound effects were almost non-existent in his Tom and Jerry cartoons. Gene's entire animation crew was Czechoslovakian. He was the only animator on his staff who had ever even seen a Tom and Jerry cartoon. All of the Hanna and Barbera Tom and Jerrys were created in Hollywood and proudly stated so at the end of each cartoon. But this new batch of Tom and Jerry cartoons came from behind the Iron Curtain. MGM was concerned about the public's reaction, so they eliminated their trademark ending. And now, the Gene Deitch Tom and Jerry cartoon, High Stakes. Once again, it's time for Toonheads Trivia. In 1962, Chuck Jones left Warner Brothers to start his own animation company. The following year, MGM decided to hire Chuck and his new company to direct more Tom and Jerry cartoons. What was the name of Chuck's new animation company? Find out when Toonheads returns in just a moment. Welcome back to Toonheads Trivia. In 1962, Chuck Jones started his own animation company. The following year, MGM decided to hire Chuck and his company to create new Tom and Jerry cartoons. What was the name of Chuck's new animation company? It was Sib Tower 12. MGM eventually bought the company, and it became part of MGM Animation. When Chuck's group took over the Tom and Jerry series, they modified the design of the cat and mouse. Tom was given pointier ears and darker eyebrows, while Jerry was given bigger ears and a smaller nose. Chuck's group created 34 new Tom and Jerry cartoons. And now, the last Tom and Jerry theatrical cartoon ever, and the last from Chuck Jones' group, Her Chance to Dream.